And they're getting ready as the Pittsburgh Pirates take on the club from Beantown. The Boston Red Sox and Pittsburgh Pirates go at it for Game 2 of the three-game series of Pirates winning that exciting one last night. Greg Brown, Bob Walk coming your way along the banks of the Ohio River, where a marker commemorates Exposition Park, where the very first World Series ever took place between the Boston Pilgrims and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So a lot of history between these two clubs, Bob Walk. And speaking of history, a former teammate of yours, Tim Wakefield, you guys go way back.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it really is kind of nice to think about, those days, 1992, and how he came up as a young rookie right at the end of that season and really pushed us across the finish line. We wouldn't have been able to make it without him. And he's had a wonderful career now with the Boston Red Sox. He's going to end up being one of the all-time great Boston Red Sox pitchers, and I can't wait to see him pitch tonight.
9 wins shy of tying Roger Clemens and Cy Young for the all-time wins mark in that franchise's history. Meanwhile, Jeff Karstens is doing a tremendous job for the Pirates this year.
Boy, talk about a guy that's just taking advantage of an opportunity. Came in kind of to make a spot start or two, but he took a hold of that opportunity. And now, as the season's getting longer and the weather's heating up, he seems to be getting stronger and stronger, pushing toward that 100-pitch mark.
Well, the fans are loving it here in Pittsburgh. The Pirates and the Boston Red Sox, Game 2 of the three-game series. Bucks trying to make it 4 in a row. It's all coming your way next on Root Sports.
On Root Sports is sponsored by Barrel Automotive. Barrel.com. Definitely worth the click. Let's go Bucks.
And expecting another sellout. Boy, they're moving in rapidly here. Pirates and Red Sox playing Game 2 of the three-game series. Look at this place fill up. Last night, 39,330, the third largest crowd in the history of PNC Park. Second largest of the season. Who knows, we may top the all-time record June 4th of this year against the Phillies. See if Jeff Karstens can win his 5th game of the season. He has been brilliant. Look at the lineup for Terry Francona's Red Sox. Jacoby Ellsbury, Dustin Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, 1, 2, 3. Kevin Youkilis is the cleanup hitter, then J.D. Jew in right. Jared Saltalamacchia is the catcher. Josh Reddick in left. Marco Scudero the shortstop. Tim Wakefield on the mound. Strike one, and you'll see a lot of that normally from Jeff Karstens.
Karstens doing a very good job, especially of late, but really ever since he went to the rotation, of a combination of throwing strikes, but not necessarily having to throw them right down the middle. He very good control. Always out on the corners, moves the ball up and down, changing speeds. I mean, he is really doing a great job of pitching, not throwing. Take a look at his numbers and the walks. That's what's amazing. Just 14 walks this season in 78 innings. Nothing free. Get a hit off him, you got to work for it. You get on base, he's not going to do it for you.
And a fly ball to shallow left. Catch made, snatched out of the air by Tabata. Brings up Pedroia. Hyundai inside the pitch for Karstens.
Well, one of the things that's really been effective is that real slow curveball that actually is in the 60s. He's really been good with that this year. And as we keep going on, he keeps going deeper and deeper into ball games. First couple of months, he didn't get past the 6th, and now the 3 of his last 4, he's gone 7, and he's pushing his pitch count up near 100. It wasn't that long ago when he would get to 75 pitches, no matter what was happening on the field, they'd have the bullpen going. But he is proving that he can go deeper and deeper into the ball games. They're giving him a little longer leash.
Trying to win for his mom tonight, Sylvia. Happy birthday wish going out to his mother, Sylvia, watching in San Diego as we speak. He wanted us to be sure to pass along a happy birthday wish to his mom. He'd love nothing more than to give her a victory here on the field at PNC Park as she's watching. Falls behind Dustin Pedroia 3-1.
And it would be an excellent victory. Come against one of the highest scoring teams around, that's for sure. This guy's a high potent offense. What were you saying yesterday? Over 400 runs scored this year?
Mm-hmm. 400 runs, easily the most in baseball. On the top of just about every offensive list. And just missed the corner.
Maybe just by a smidgen. Check out the strike zone presented by Range Resources. And our strike zone had it as a strike. You saw it light up yellow.
Jerry Davis, the home plate umpire and crew chief, called it a ball. Strike zone on your screen says it was a strike. Adrian Gonzalez comes to the plate. The major league's leading hitter, .360 batting average. 69 runs batted in. He's tied for 8th in the league in home runs. He's hit 15. He's batting .382 against right-handed pitching, which is also easily the best. He's also grounded into 16 double plays, which is second most. The runner goes, taken for a ball, throw down, hits the runner Pedroia, and caroms into shallow left, enabling him to go to third.
A little bit of a tail on that throw, brought it into Pedroia's legs. What you would like to have happen there is that to have Cedeno catch that ball out in front before it hits the runner, so that as he's catching it, the force of the ball then moves his glove right in to make the tag.
Runner at third base and 1 away. Should be an easy RBI for Adrian Gonzalez, but Karstens gets him to foul that one off. 1-2. Looking for RBI number 70 on the season. National League leader Prince Fielder has driven in 65. Traded over this winter from the San Diego Padres. 2 San Diego natives battling here. Jeff Karstens and Adrian Gonzalez.
How about that big, slow curveball down and in right here? That one that's about 68 mile an hour.
He had the slow one going, but he wouldn't chase.
72. Hey, if he would have backed off a little more, it would have looked so tantalizing that he would have had to swing. I think that's why he gets a lot of swings on that real slow one down. It just looks, like it's just hanging there because it's going so slow. Yeah, there it is. 67. That's the one I wanted to see. But Gonzalez said no. Take a look at the strike zone presented by Range Resources. It bounced right on the plate. That's right where you want to throw that pitch. This guy's a good hitter. What do you think? Not to chase that. I'm convinced now, Greg. All those numbers you gave didn't convince me.
Well, that'll bring home the run. RBI for Gonzalez. 1-0 lead for Boston. They led 1-0 in the first inning last night.
We were talking last night about Gonzalez, how different this is for him than his years in San Diego, where it was the one-man show down there. And now he's got so many quality hitters surrounding him in this lineup.
Kevin Youkilis takes ball 1. Youkilis 0 for 2 last night. Brought home the Red Sox lone run in that first inning with a ground out. He also walked twice. Daniel McCutchen able to strike him out in the 7th inning last night with 2 on and 2 out. So one of many big-time moments for the Pirates pitching staff. Youkilis also had a little bit of trouble with the glove. It wouldn't stick. The baseball wouldn't stick in the glove.
Tough night out there in the infield. Look at that crazy stance he's got.
Popped up and headed out of play.
You know those guys that travel around, the slow pitch softball guys that hit them way out of the stadium, put on those pregame shows. That's the kind of stance he's got. That's how they stand up.
Yep. Didn't chase. 3-2 on Youkilis. Karstens did not get the call on Pedroia. That would have been strike 3.
And that cost us a run. And as we saw from the strike zone, here it is again. It turns yellow. The Range Resources strike zone says that's a strike. That's 2 now. Both walks were on balls at the strike zone. Called strikes.
Clint Hurdle came out last night disagreeing with Todd Titchener, the home plate umpire, with Paul Mahalem. And he went out to address the situation by acting as though he just wanted to talk to Mahalem. There are the umpires: Jerry Davis, Greg Gibson, Sam Holbrook, and Todd Titchener. 1 ball, 1 strike on J.D. Drew. Center field. McCutchen. The final out. Well, Jeff Karstens doesn't get any help from the home plate umpire, and it's an unearned run as we go to the bottom of the first. For the Red Sox, take a look at the Toyota starting lineup for Clint Hurdle's Buccos. Jose Tabata, Chase Darno, Garrett Jones, 1, 2, 3 in the order. Andrew McCutchen hits cleanup. Neil Walker followed by Lyle Overbay. Then Ronnie Cedeno, Michael McHenry behind the plate, and Jeff Karstens.
We'll take a look at Tim's numbers on the year. Not too bad. ERA down in the low 4s. And the whip, that's real good. Almost an even 1.
Grounded to the shortstop. Scudero retires Tabata. 1 up and 1 down.
Let's take a look at the knuckleball, see what kind of spin we're getting out of it. A great look at the grip. It actually comes off the fingertips. Wow, look at that.
Great look from the HGH cam.
Maybe a half of a rotation total on the way in.
Drafted by the Pirates as a first baseman in 1988. Ball 1 on Chase Darno. Garrett Jones on deck.
Beautiful, beautiful evening. It's pleasant temperature.
On a strike on Darno, who had his first big league hit in the 5th inning last night. It was a triple. 4th round pick out of Pepperdine 3 years ago. Two and one away. Red Sox score an unearned run at the top of the 1st. Three ball, 1 strike count.
Take a look where this one was. Look where all of them are. All them upstairs.
Hit toward left. Reddick. 2 outs.
That might have been a fastball or a straight ball.
Check out the key matchup of the day from our friends at Day Automotive. Garrett Jones so far this June hitting .313, 9 ribbies, and for the season against righties, 7 homers, 25 RBIs. Keep an eye on this matchup throughout the game. Thanks to Day Automotive, we're going to make your day.
And we certainly need Garrett Jones's power bat to get hot here second half of the season. A huge help. We're looking for some home runs. Pirates just aren't getting in the way of long balls.
Wakefield gets a strike call there, 1 and 1.
But the offense has been finding a way.
The 3rd time the Pirates will see a knuckleball pitcher this season. This ball lined towards center. Catch made by Ellsbury. 1, 2, 3 for Tim Wakefield as return to Pittsburgh. Red Sox lead 1-0. Didn't get a couple of strikes called. Instead, they went for ball 4. Meanwhile, Tim Wakefield, a 1-2-3, bottom of the first. Jared Saltalamacchia, fly ball to left. Tabata back. Off the wall. Saltalamacchia into second base with a leadoff double.
I think if that sun wasn't setting right now, I believe Tabata would have had a play on this. Ball off the plate a little bit. This is a good job of hitting. Went out and got it. We see Tabata make a lot of catches, and I just think he was battling that sun. Never really got a good read on it, and ended up deciding just to pull up, play it off the wall.
Here's Josh Reddick, the rookie, 10 hits and 23 at bats, including a pinch hit single last night. This one slowly hit to the shortstop, Cedeno. Moves Saltalamacchia to third. Barrel Automotive League leaders. As Marco Scudero steps to the plate. Jeff Karsten's lowest earned run average this month, right behind Cliff Lee. Barrel Automotive definitely worth the click. Those are Major League Baseball ERA leaders.
Infield's going to come in and see if they can pinch off this run early. And Wakefield on deck. So hopefully, if you get a ground ball at someone, they don't score a run. Take care of Tim, and leadoff double doesn't hurt you.
Two and one on Scudero. 1 out of 4 last night.
Karsten sure has picked up the pace a lot this year. The way he pitches, he just gets it and throws.
Bounce right to short. That will not score the run.
Beautiful. That's just the way you draw it up. Get that infield in. Hope get an atom ball. Take a look at the strike zone presented by Range Resources. You can see that ball a little bit away, and anytime you try to pull a ball that's away from you, you put it on the ground. Not every time, but most times.
Strike one. Wakefield, a career 121 batting average. That one home run was as a Pirate in Houston, July of '93. That's not Minute Maid Park either. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wakefield. One and two.
Always thought, well, not always. When he first came up, I thought, boy, he's going to be a great hitting pitcher. But it turned out he was just about an average hitting pitcher.
Karsten's able to keep that run from scoring. 1-0. Go to the bottom of the second.
understanding that they can get through anything with this group of people.
And once a year, they do a trip to spring training, and then they pick a spot in the season. What's it like coming here? It's Tim Wakefield's return to Pittsburgh, and I know he's definitely one of the headline guys that helps you guys.
You know, for us with Tim Wakefield, he is number one since, you know, for the last 10 years, he has been the proud supporter of the Jimmy Fund, and he's one of our co-captains of the Jimmy Fund. So to see him pitch in his home park, and we know how you guys must miss having him here, but we absolutely adore him, and he could not be any better for our teenage patients and all of our patients.
Well, and I'm up here with a lot of Red Sox Nation, but I did find one of the teenagers who's actually a Pittsburgh fan, 16-year-old Rachel. Her dad sent her on a mission, so she's supposed to be working on some autographs from the Pirates. I'm going to see if I can get that done. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you to Lacey and Lisa and the great work that Tim Wakefield does in the community.
Tim started that stuff very early on in his career. I know that I'm thinking maybe the second year in the big leagues he started a golf tournament down in Florida.
Yeah, that was his good friend Betty Farmer down there in the Melbourne area where he grew up. He promised her that if he ever made it to the big leagues, he would help that special needs school. And later in 1992, when he got called up, he stuck to his promise. As you said, Bob, he organized that golf tournament. The first year of it, they raised $40,000. He matched it. And it has grown and grown each and every year. He was the Roberto Clemente Award winner for the Red Sox last year.
Well, the old saying that things happen to good people, and he is definitely a good person, and things ended up working out for him. Didn't work out early in his career as a first baseman. Thought his baseball career might be over, but then he learned a knuckleball. Had that initial success with the Pirates, and then things went south for him again, and got it straightened out for good in Boston, and has just had a phenomenal career.
1-2 count on Neil Walker. By the way, he's batting from the left side. Figured he'd change up because against the right-hander R.A. Dickey, the knuckleballer, in the two games that the Pirates faced him, the Mets right-hander, Walker, the switch hitter, batted right-handed. Tonight's AGH Sports Medicine injury update. Josh Beckett had his last start pushed back due to illness. And then on Wednesday, still wasn't feeling well, though he was scheduled to go this weekend. They pushed him back again until Tuesday, so the Pirates missed the major's ERA leader in this series. Injury update brought to you by our friends at Allegheny General Hospital Sports Medicine, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. 2 up and 2 down, Overbay. As you said, the third time the Pirates have faced a knuckleballer, R.A. Dickey, on May the 31st in New York. Went 7 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, was pitching a shutout through 7 innings, completely shutting down the Pirates. And all of a sudden in the 8th, things got away from him and the Mets. The Pirates scored 3 and eventually won the game 5-1. And then here, June 11th, R.A. Dickey suffered a 3-2 loss, though he went the distance, gave up 3 runs, 1 earned in 8 innings on 7 hits. 3-1. Interestingly enough, both nights, Josh Harrison had 2 hits against R.A. Dickey. Line drive to right. Drew right there. 6 up, 6 down for Wakefield. Red Sox lead the Bucs through 2 innings. 1-0. 25 times daily, Pirates.com. Vote as often as you like, up to 25 times. Go to Pirates.com. But again, time running out. Get Andrew McCutchen, Neil Walker into that All-Star game in Phoenix.
Don't put it off. Do it tonight.
Do it right now.
Yeah. Game's going on.
No, do it now.
Well, if you have a laptop,
do it now.
So you can watch the game and do it the same time. Otherwise, you can wait till the inning break.
I'm pretty sure you have a laptop as you're watching this game. Because if you put it off, you say you're going to do it later, then you end up procrastinating.
I don't have a laptop. I would have to wait.
Well,
I'd have to leave the room.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
That's a line out of Christmas Vacation. I wasn't talking to you. Ball popped up. Left field. Tabata makes the play. Ellsbury is retired. Boy, had it not been, of course, still very early in the ball game, just one run, but it had not been for Karstens getting non-calls, we'd be talking a scoreless game.
Well, Greg, look at it this way.
You got to score at least one anyway, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. You didn't. You weren't going. If one run's going to beat you, you weren't going to win anyway.
0-1 on Pedroia. The walk, stolen base, the throw from the catcher McHenry hit him, carried him to left. He went to third and then scored on a ground out. So an unearned run.
What is it you call when something like that happens and you try to talk yourself into the fact that
rationalize it?
Rationalize, yeah. I think starting pitchers were very
well, I don't know if they do, but I know you are.
Well,
There's nobody better.
That's not so bad.
No, it's great. Nice little play from Chase Darno. Well, we saw that in spring training down in Bradenton, Florida, wherever he played. But you certainly saw it last night, the athleticism. Played a lot of third base in college. Figures to be the shortstop of the Pirates' future. Maybe that's the future not too far away. He's going to get a good look here at third base. Just an outstanding glove. As Clint Hurdle likes to say, he is a baseball player. Chase Darno. Darno playing well off the line. Shortstop Cedeno almost behind second. Walker playing a shallow right field almost against Adrian Gonzalez. Fly ball deep to left. Tabata back, and it is gone. Adrian Gonzalez is 16th. 2-0 Red Sox.
The Red Sox hit the jackpot. And they got Gonzalez from San Diego. A guy that put up big numbers in a great pitching ballpark. And now he is just flourishing in the American League as a Red Sox. Great piece of hitting. That ball looked like it was pretty close to the outside corner. He just went with it and drove it out of the ballpark. At one of the deeper parts of the ballpark at that.
16 home runs on the year. He has both RBIs tonight, giving him 71 for the season. That home run, the 12th allowed by Karstens on the year. And chopped to Darno. So the solo home run for Adrian Gonzalez makes it 2-0 Boston. Tim Wakefield 6 up, 6 down, and a 2-0 lead. Ronnie Cedeno starts things off for the Pirates. And a strike. Cedeno 1 for 4, bunt single last night, led to the first run. A little flare to shallow right field, and that is dropping in there for a hit. Leadoff single for Cedeno. So the Bucks get their first man on. Pirates made a move. Dusty Brown designated for assignment, and a new catcher, another one. Pirates select the contract of Eric Fryer, who was playing at AAA Indianapolis. His numbers, first of all, at AA to start the year were outstanding, then promoted to AAA Indy. He will become the 7th catcher used by the Pirates this season. Again, as the Bucks designate Dusty Brown for assignment, Eric Fryer, the Columbus, Ohio native, who was acquired from the Yankees 2 years ago in the Eric Hinsky deal. And now he will back up Michael McHenry.
It's definitely become an issue, hasn't it? The catching position with the Pirates. And when everybody gets healthy, though, lineup.
You have too many.
Yeah, well, you'll have a position that's very deep.
Ball fouled off in the check swing by Michael McHenry. Here they are. Fryer will be the 7th. Here the 6 used so far. Snyder, Domet, McHenry, Brown, Jaramillo, and Torregas. Snyder and Domet on the Major League DL. Jaramillo has an elbow injury. The minor leagues is also DL'd as McHenry goes down swinging.
Low, let it go. High, let it fly. Well, that one was low. Need to let that one go. About halfway there, you saw it just take that downward move real quick, and it just kept going.
Looks like Saltalamacchia using a first baseman's mitt.
Yeah, why not?
Ball bounced towards short. 6. Wow. Cedeno goes in hard and dislodges the baseball. Pedroia not able to unload a throw to first.
All right, Ronnie. Wow. I'm not real sure he ever had possession of that. It really came out quick, didn't it?
It sure did. Hear the fans here react. And off the first baseman's mitt goes a pass ball. So Karstens, who was not asked to bunt apparently, unless he missed a sign, nearly bounced into a double play.
Yeah,
Instead winds up at second base.
there it goes. Came back. Started to go down and then broke a little bit back. There's that play where Ronnie went in fairly hard. See how quickly that ball popped out of there? I like the target too that Timmy gets. Catch Saltalamacchia just kind of like lays the glove open down by his side, like
it doesn't matter.
Throw it up here this direction, and I'll see if I can knock it down. Tim, is he getting close to 200 wins, or is he at 200?
Let's see, he's got 183 with Boston, close to 200, not at the 200 mark yet.
That'd be a nice milestone for him.
.197.
Be interested to see where he.
Tabata should really take off.
Yeah, go all the way to second.
Instead, he just trots to first.
Because Saltalamacchia would have to make the throw from the backstop all the way out to second base, but then you got Karstens running. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a A little bit of a college play, but it can be effective. If you got a fast guy at third base, you know what happens is the catcher just has to eat it. He can't make that throw unless you got a real, heads up middle infielder that comes in real quick into a cutoff position, so that if the runner at third starts to go home, the ball can be cut. So you got to be. You
got to be really.
You got to be sharp.
Yeah. Chase Darno at the plate with runners at first and third, 2 outs. Wild pitch on that free pass to Tabata, moving Karstens to third.
Well, he didn't look like he stepped quite a ways toward home. Didn't really step much toward third. That was right on the edge. Just like a left-hand pitcher has that imaginary line that you can't cross, toward home plate and then throw to first. A right-hander, same thing over at third.
Line to left, but right at Reddick. The Pirates leave a couple. We've played 3. The Red Sox on top, 2-0.
Let's go Bucks.
Pirates trail the Boston Red Sox in Game 2 of this 3-game series, 2-0. On to the 4th inning we go. Unearned run in the first off Jeff Karstens. The solo home run by Adrian Gonzalez in the 3rd. Now J.D. Drew hit a ball to the warning track at center field, his first at bat. Drew takes ball 1. A 2-0 count on J.D. Drew. Saltalamacchia follows, then Reddick. Drew was a pinch hitter last night and singled in the 8th inning off Jose Veras.
That big slow curve, but we were talking about.
And a 3-2 count now on J.D. Drew.
Get that leadoff hitter.
Eight RBIs over his last 15 games. Karstens ready to throw his 54th pitch of the night. And Drew drives one deep. Back is Jones, and at the Trib Total Media sign makes the catch.
Had it all the way.
One down.
I think this is a changeup. No, not at 90 mile an hour. I'm wrong about that. It was a fastball, really in a pretty good spot down and away. Got just far enough out on the end of the bat to stay in the ballpark.
Saltalamacchia lines this one to right after doubling off the left field wall. His first at bat. Switch hitting catcher, solid single to right field. Time for the trivia question, brought to you by AT&T Mobility. And
you got a good one?
Who holds the Pirates' career record for most postseason complete games? With Tim Wakefield in the house.
He's got 2.
We know the guy next to us
has at least 2.
Yeah. Other booth. 0-1 the count on Reddick.
I don't know if he had any NLCS complete
Bob
games.
has a complete game. Bob Walk. We know that. You have any more than that? That one? Can you give us a hint?
No, I only had a handful lifetime. How many do you think I got in the postseason?
Oh, maybe 4 or 5.
What do you think about that, Dash?
I think you're hiding. So I'm going to go with Bob Walk.
I'm going to go with Steve Blass. Thinking he probably got one. He was in a couple different playoffs, right? At least a couple of times.
Falls behind Reddick 3-1.
You know, if you go back too far, then you lose the playoffs because all they had was a World Series, so you have less opportunities. But if you go like to the 79 team, for instance, I don't think Chuck Tanner was really into complete games. He loved to use his bullpen. He had Teague down there, Enrique Romo, Grant Jackson. He liked to mix and match a lot there at the end of the game.
Didn't Babe Adams have like 4 in one series?
What, like in 1903?
No, not that far back.
That was a 9-game World Series then.
Yeah.
And back then, that's when guys, if you started, unless you got hurt and had to carry off the field, it was going to be a complete game.
There wasn't anybody warming up in the bullpen in those days. Runner goes from first, and another foul ball. Saltalamacchia was off on the 3-2 pitch.
Was that your guess, Babe Adams?
Yep. I thought about Bob Walk, then you're right. He only had like 5 your whole career. How could you have more than 1 in the postseason? Good point. Runner goes again, and it's ball 4. 2 aboard. It's the 3rd walk of the night for Karstens, which matches his season high in any one game. Karstens walked 3 Rockies back on April the 8th in a relief outing, where he went 3 1/3, walked 3 batters.
Those first 2 walks tonight were tainted. That's the strikes he threw. Strike zone showed him to be strikes.
Marco Scudero bounced to short in the second. Scudero came to the plate in the second inning with Saltalamacchia at third and 1 out. The infield in, and he bounced right to Ronnie Cedeno. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 on, and 1 out. Bounce toward third, Darno. Nice little play there. Oh, very pretty. Very fluid. Darno to Walker to Overbay, an inning-ending double play. And to the bottom half of the 4th inning, the Red Sox leading the Pirates 2-0. Garrett Jones will lead things off. The trivia question from AT&T Mobility: who holds the Pirates' career record for most postseason complete games? About Deacon Philippe, 5 in the 1903 World Series against the Red Sox.
I told you 03. I had the date right. Just didn't have the.
Wait, you said
03.
You said 1903, and your answer was Blast. Now, that's a heck of a thing to suggest. A little more on that first ever World Series. Americans won best of 9, 5-3. Philippe, 5 complete games. Tommy Leach of Pittsburgh, 273 average. Honus Wagner, of course, one of the stars of that Pirates team.
I thought they were the Pilgrims.
Cy Young. I thought they were the Pilgrims. Apparently they were the Americans in 03. They didn't become the Pilgrims, I guess, till 04. Cy Young, 3 complete games. Bill Dineen had 4.
Probably used maybe 3 relief pitchers in the whole series. 16 triples? Was there a fence?
No, they had to go through the fans. The fans stood out there, and they were all in play.
Triples.
Strikeout to start the 4th inning for Wakefield.
Pretty thing on the AGH can. You can read the writing on the baseball. Wakefield throws it.
Tim Wakefield, who was in line to be the MVP of that '92 National League Championship Series. Grounded. Oh, what a play by Youkilis. And on the other end, Gonzalez almost made a phenomenal play, but Greg Gibson said he had to come off the bag.
He made a nice play keeping that ball from possibly going into the stands. Great dive by Euclid. He did not take much time to set his feet. He knew who was running. Yeah, the way he was falling that direction, I would have thought he would have missed the bag the other direction, toward the outfield side. Man, just almost had his toe on there. That was closer than I thought.
Gold Glover in 08 and 09, Adrian Gonzalez.
And not only are you getting a premier offensive player, play D for you also.
So they move one Gold Glover at first base. Pick up another one. They move Euclid over to third, where he had played previously, to make room for Adrian Gonzalez. Infield hit from McCutchen. Walker at the plate, fly to left in the second.
You were saying earlier that Walker decided to scrap that hitting right-handed against a knuckleballer.
Yep. He tried it twice. Both games against R.A. Dickey. They're going to try to change up.
Well, he hasn't been swinging the bat very well from the right side anyway. So perhaps that also maybe went to his decision, thinking, you know, I'm hitting much better left-hand. I might as well stay over there.
He was 1 for 7 in those 2 games against R.A. Dickey. 2-0 count.
Dickey's knuckleball is quite a bit harder than Wakefield throws his. Wakefield is very slow. You see it in the 60s.
Runner goes from first, and it is no contest. A stolen base for McCutchen, his 15th.
Wakefield threw a fastball that time, and his fastball is only 72.
Now a 3-0 count on Walker with McCutchen at second and 1 out.
Had a chance to throw him out with a good throw, but very poor toss down to second.
Ball 4. 2 aboard. Second walk for Wakefield, and the batter is Lyle Overbay. We're talking about the fact that they were ready to hand him the MVP, that 1992 National League Championship Series. Tim Wakefield did it against the Atlanta Braves.
Look how young he looks.
Yeah, 18 innings, 2-0. Games 3 and 6, the NLCS. Of course, you know what happened.
There's a little revenge right there on Sid.
Yeah.
It's should have making both those outs.
Yeah.
The pop fly and the ground out. Sid, as we know, slid across home plate, the winning run. And that was that.
During the regular season, Wakefield went 8-1. His first taste of the big leagues in '92 with a 2.15 ERA.
Just dominated.
But then, in '93, couldn't find that magic again. Went 6-11, had a 5.61 ERA. Pirates actually sent him down to Double-A Carolina, the Mudcast, to work with Spin Williams.
What were his base on balls numbers in '93?
'93 with the Bucks in 128 innings, he walked 75.
Yeah, that was the problem, is he just couldn't find the strike zone with that knuckleball. One that he wasn't knuckling. You see his career numbers in 19 seasons, all those wins. Creeping up on number 200.
He spent the entire '94 season at Triple-A Buffalo. I've actually heard some people say the Pirates gave up on him. No, the Pirates gave him every chance. They wanted him to succeed.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, we were desperate for star pitching. We had lost Drabeck. We had lost Smythe.
They were hoping for any sign of a positive return in 1994 when he pitched at Buffalo and went 5-15 that year, 3-1. So they released him, and Dan Duquette, then the general manager of the Boston Red Sox, signed him to a minor league deal. They left him down in Fort Myers to work with Phil and Joe Niekro, the Niekro brothers, who were the manager and the pitching coach respectively at the time of the Colorado Silver Bullets women's pro baseball team. whether that was what did it or whether he just found it on his own after they talked to him about quitting to try to guide that knuckler and just throw it. Whatever. He ended up reaching the big leagues once again in 1995 with Boston. Went 16-8. Been there ever since. High fly ball to right field. Overbay! Over the wall! Oh, baby! Overbay gives the Bucks the lead in the fourth, and they are loving it here in the Burgh.
And that is just what the doctor ordered right there. We got to have those long balls. Occasionally, you got to be able to have a quick strike. And there is nothing prettier than a 3-run homer. Wow, is that nice. And that ball was crushed. We didn't have to wait and see if that was going to make it. He smoked this knuckleball.
Everybody, you could hear the crowd react as soon as it left the bat. There's a line drive fair down the left field line by Cedeno into the corner. He's at second base with a double.
Still just one out in this inning. No reason not to tack on something. Cedeno not waiting for the crowd to get back in their seats after the home run. Just rips the first ball he sees just inside the bag.
Kurt Young, the pitching coach.
That's always kind of interesting for me is, what do you tell a knuckleball pitcher when you go out there? All you're doing is you're just kind of giving them a little break. It's just a timeout. There's nothing you're going to say. A little more pressure on your index fingertip. Or, what are you going to tell him?
Mechanics.
Yeah.
McHenry pops this one up. And the catcher, Saltalamacchia, puts it away.
And that definitely would have stayed in the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Straight up and straight back down.
Lyle Overbay with home run number 6. Goes deep over the Clemente wall to give the Pirates this lead. That's the 11th homer allowed by Wakefield. It's the first home run by Overbay since Saturday, May 28th at Wrigley Field. And that's a solid single to center field. Cedeno headed home. And Jeff Karstens delivers an RBI single to center field for the Pirates pitcher and his first career RBI.
He wanted him to crack a smile. Karstens always keeps that game face on. But this had to feel good.
I know somebody in San Diego who's smiling right now. Mom Sylvia on her birthday as son Jeff delivers the RBI single and the Pirates lead 4-2.
First big league RBI on the birthday. That is something special.
Hit hard, comes up on Pedroia. He tosses to Scudero, and the Bucks send 8 men to the plate. There is some magic going on in Pittsburgh this summer at PNC Park. Lyle Overbay hits his first home run since the end of May and gives the Pirates the lead. They tack on another. It's 4-2. To participate in an exclusive batting cage practice at PNC Park, followed by lunch in the clubhouse. Text the keyword All-Star to 412-412 for your chance to win. Message and data rates may apply.
Lunch in the clubhouse, too, huh? Wait till you see that kitchen.
Oh.
It'll be a fine meal.
A fine swing by Lyle Overbay. A line out his first at bat, the home run last night, 2 for 4. Strike 3 on Wakefield.
Overbay with 3 days off and came back with a vengeance.
If you've got a question for Bob Walk, now's the time to ask. Grab your cell phone, text the keyword booth, followed by your name and question to 412-412. He just might answer that question on the air later in the game. Text the booth, 412-412.
And you can always ask Greg if you have something about, what's the best way to read a promo, something like that.
Or if you noticed the special sound we had on radio last night, if you haven't been listening to the game.
That's right. If you were listening last night, I'd like to know.
Yeah. Did you notice the difference?
Sound quality.
Yeah.
With Greg last night.
We went with the Red Sox stick mics last night that they use. Well, I did anyway. In honor of the Red Sox.
The next thing you know, we'll have rotary phones in the booth.
Hey, there's a guy in the radio booth right now that
we're going backwards.
That goes just like that, old school. Some things, tradition should not be changed. Nice play by Walker, one hop smash.
Yeah.
Walker robs Jacoby Ellsbury.
Playing some nice defense. Remember that double play started by Darno? That was sweet. This one, a lot of top spin on it. Walker sets his feet and makes sure he gets off a good strong throw. Wasn't in a hurry. That's something that Walker's been working on since spring training, was not getting himself in a rush. Doing a better job of taking his time. The second baseman has more time. And he can slow down, get himself under control, and make that good, firm, in control throw to first base. Worked a lot, obviously, with Maz. He loved that down in spring training. Playing all that third base, he's got used to being in a hurry all the time, and there is no time for any of that stuff over at third. Got to get it and let it go. Second base. Got more time.
2 strikes on Pedroia as Karstens looks for his first 1-2-3 inning. Karstens picking up his 3rd hit of this season and his first career RBI in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes Darno. Have to hurry. Nice little play. Boy, he is smooth looking over there at third base. Chase Darno, the rookie, in his 2nd big league game. Looking good. Bank presents PNC Achievement for the Achiever in You. Chase Darno, his third major league at bat, was a triple last night in the 5th inning. Of course, they saved it. The baseball. Here is Darno, who's flied to left and lined to left.
Authenticated it.
Oh, they better. 0-1 the count. Chase Darno's father made it here. 0-2 the count. Watching his son play. In a moment, we'll hopefully check in with Lacey Collins. Dad getting a chance to see Chase play in the big leagues. Another son, Travis, playing in the minors with Toronto. This ball fouled out of play. Let's go down to Lacey right now. Lacey?
Well, Greg, I'm sitting next to Lance Darno, and he was just like, oh, get out of here. What's it been like for you? You saw him make his major league debut, first hit a triple, and just watching him make great plays today at third.
Oh, you know, he's just out there doing his best. He brought a contingency of his best friends out here and coaches, and we are family all over again, baby.
Well, you mentioned they're all here from Long Beach. Not an easy flight.
Infield single, by the way, for Darno.
Now, one of the things we've definitely seen from Chase is his speed.
Well, we used to chase him around the backyard a lot, and I think he learned from that.
You talked about the teammates here. It was a deal that they made when they were kids. Why was this so important for Chase to have him here?
Well, you know, I think it was very important for them, too. They made a pact quite a while back when Chase first got drafted, and these were the people who were at his house the day he got drafted, and they just stick together like thieves forever.
I'm going to let you get back to the game because he keeps saying, that's my boy. So I'm going to let him focus on Chase being on first. Back to you guys.
Well, that's great to see his father watching Chase Darno's first 2 games in the big leagues, first couple of hits, playing fine defense at third.
He got a little taste of that speed of his and got down the line and able to beat that ball out for a hit. And the Red Sox thinking he might be stealing. First pitch was a pitch out. Had a big shift on.
He was among the International League leaders in stolen bases. And there's a line drive toward right center field, and that's going to drop between Ellsbury and Drew. Darno will be held at third. Jones into second with a double, nobody out.
Oh, what a great opportunity now. Nobody out. Second and third. Garrett's bat starting to heat up a little bit. Another extra base hit for him. Right down the middle. Chase is not sure. He's got to hang out there for a while. He sees it drop and he's on his way. Nobody out though. You got to put up the stop sign.
Dad reacts. As does Lacey.
Oh, that's awesome.
And getting the "Let's Go Bucks" chant going here with nobody out. And a dribbler past the mound. This will. Oh, look at this! Pedroia has it go right under his glove. McCutcheon fly into second. Oh my goodness! Wow! 5-2. McCutcheon absolutely burned to second base. Pedroia, in his haste to try and get McCutcheon, gets no one.
How about McCutcheon just, taking off, and now he sees that ball dribbling out into the outfield grass, and he turns a little fisted dribbler into a double.
Dustin Pedroia's 2-base error has the Pirates still in business, leading 5-2.
The bullpen is in action now. That wasn't happening that first visit that Wakefield got.
That's just the 4th error of the season on Pedroia. Alfredo Aceves loosens in the bullpen. And still no one out as Neil Walker comes to the plate in a wild series here in Pittsburgh's PNC Park. The Bucks and the Boston Red Sox. Pirates lead 5-2 and a pop-up. Shallow. Center fielder Ellsbury. 1 away.
What will they decide to do here with the base open? I wonder if they would.
The way Overbay's been swinging these 2 games.
Oh, the way he's swinging the first 2 at bats here. The line drive and then smoked one well out of here. This is the last guy they want to see come to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position.
He's hit more homers against Boston, 13, than any other team in his career. But they are going to pitch to him. Ball 1.
A knuckleball guy can't pitch around anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like you can say, okay, just don't give me anything good to hit. You don't know. You don't know what the ball's going to do. You can throw it up there. Could break, a foot outside. Could break right down the middle.
.333 career hitter against Wakefield coming into this game. Now he's hit 2 career homers against the knuckleballer, who falls behind Overbay 2-0. Ronnie Cedeno, the on-deck hitter.
And now they're going to go ahead and set up that double play. Yeah, this makes sense. But now it's up to Ronnie to foil the strategy.
Cedeno, who is 2 for 2. A base hit to right field, just a pop shot to shallow right, and then doubled past third his last time up.
Yeah, didn't hit that ball right very well. Just hit it in the right spot. Just a blooper, but he smoked that one down the line. Got in the left field corner.
Ball 1. Pirates with 7 hits, leading at 5-2. That might be 2. Keeps it himself. Scudero on to Gonzalez. Bucks get 1 onto the 6th, lead 5-2.
Let's go Bucks.
Pirates lead 5-2 onto the 6th inning.
Got a little insurance run there. Could have been more, but Darno showing us that speed. Able to beat out that infield hit. It'll turn into another run.
RBI for McCutcheon.
This is when you want this guy to hit.
Yeah.
Nobody on base.
Talking to Clint Hurdle before the game about Adrian Gonzalez. Asked him if he thought that he was becoming Pujols-like, where game on the line, don't even think about pitching to him. Hurdle talked about the times he would potentially walk Barry Bonds, as so many managers did in Bonds' prime. And as he said, Pujols certainly not in that category, but as close as anyone has come to Bonds. And now Gonzalez becoming Pujols-like. And the shift is on after that strike. We move a man into shallow right field. Neil Walker. Chase Darno plays the deep short. And bounce to deep first. One away. They get the big man.
Shift paid off.
Tomorrow, get an inside look at who the Pirates All-Star candidates are this season, plus the good reason Charlie Morton is called Ground Chuck. Catch all this and more inside Pirates baseball tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 on Root Sports. Karstens has given up one earned run to this point. Came in with the 5th lowest ERA in the National League. Jair Jurgens, Tommy Hanson, both of the Braves. Cole Hamels, Roy Halladay, both of the Phillies. Top 4 in the National League in earned run average. And then Jeff Karstens. This is 9th start at PNC Park this season. Coming in with an earned run average of 185 in his home yard. Bounce to Cedeno. 2 up and 2 down.
A little sign to show you how things have changed for Karsten. He's up at 84 pitches right now. And there's nobody throwing in the Pirates bullpen. A month ago, as soon as he would hit 70 pitches, they'd get somebody up throwing. But they're treating him just like the other 4 guys. As long as the hitters aren't doing anything, he pitches. Got that arm strength built up to where it doesn't make any difference now.
Line to right center. J.D. Drew.
Yeah, you rationalize that as 2 outs, nobody hurt. Guy on first. You really do. I kind of kid about that, but that happens out on the mound. You're trying to keep yourself positive thoughts. Don't let anything negative come into your mind. That confidence plays so much into the way you pitch. Anything starts going wrong out there, you got to get those negative vibes out of there. Kelly's Heroes.
Saltalamacchia has doubled and singled, takes a strike, it's 1-1.
Talked about that slow curve, how it's been very successful for him this year. There's one there. He bent in there. 69 miles an hour. That's about the same speed that we've been seeing a lot of Tim's knuckleballs tonight.
And the overshift on again now with a strike on Saltalamacchia. One and one. Driven deep. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball.
This one, I thought, Greg, there was no way it was going to go foul. Heck, that was foul by 5 feet. What was I looking at? No reason to smile. Losing by 3.
Remains 1-2. Another look at the long drive. The fans react.
That's right. It was on the other side. I help those umpires out. Got to swing at that. How can you take that pitch with 2 strikes?
Should he have gotten another call?
Again, that's at least 3 tonight that he hasn't gotten. Saw the yellow box light up. Light up yellow. That means it's a strike.
Now 3-2. Daniel Moskos starts loosening in the Pirates bullpen. Three and two. Josh Reddick on deck. Fly ball to center. That is 6 innings for Karstens, 1 earned run. Head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-2 Pittsburgh. As an error on Pedroia, right under his glove. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
You called that one right, Greg. I think he was getting a little bit of a hurry to try and get that ball over to first base, and may have also been taking a peek at d'Arnaud to see what he was doing. see how far he was chased for home.
Ball to strike on McHenry.
Get us started. Michael. Just a single to get things going. Be fine.
Line out to center. Jeff Karstens, who singled up the middle his last at bat, his first career run batted in.
Get that first steak. First a ribeye.
Moskos and McCutcheon. Pop up to right. Drew drifting back. 2 up and 2 down for Wakefield. And for Boston, as Wakefield is due up third in the 7th inning, it's Matt Albers, who pitched last night.
Jose gonna take a strike. Let his pitcher get some rest. That one there, I think he thought was upstairs. That's why he took that one.
Chopped foul, stays 1 ball 2 strikes on Jose Tabata. Well, he likes that floppy hat that's going to be given away, doesn't he, on the 4th of July?
Who doesn't?
Chuck Tanner floppy hat. All fans get one. Pirates Astros 1:35 matinee on Monday the 4th, presented by Trib Total Media. Reversible cap featuring the number 7 star patch honoring the late Pirates skipper. For your tickets, go to pirates.com.
Chuck, he loved to wear the floppy hat.
That was his birthday, too, the 4th of July. Well, he would love this Pirates team of 2011.
He'd be so excited right now.
Neil Huntington brought Tanner back into the organization as an assistant. And I know, Bob, you and I had plenty of conversations with Chuck off to the side. He was always in favor of promoting the young players, believed in them. That's how he managed, and that's how Clint Hurdle manages. Throw them into the mix. Let them get their feet wet right away. Ball 4, and the man coming to the plate, Chase Darno, called up to the big leagues yesterday and immediately inserted into the starting lineup against John Lester, one of the game's top pitchers. And that triple came off Lester in the 5th inning.
And that's what we've seen. Every time somebody comes up, they're going to play. Whether you're a pitcher or not, it doesn't matter. Tie game, 8th inning, just got called up. Hey, you're here to be part of the team. You're going to play. You're going to go out there and pitch. Tough guy on the mound, doesn't matter. You're out there, you're going to play. You're going to start. We saw that with Josh Harrison when he came up. Immediately went out there and contributed. And obviously with Darno, same story. McHenry. It's like he's been a fixture behind the plate since the day he got here.
Yeah. Here's the start. Whoa, is that close?
Close.
extremely close.
Tony Watson, another player who certainly has contributed. Great job last night.
They're very concerned with Tabata, as they should be. You would think he's going to try and steal this.
Darno takes ball one.
You got a ball that takes a long time to get to the plate because he throws it so slow. It's moving all over. It's hard to catch. You got that big first baseman's glove that the catcher's going to have to try and find the ball in. Because those things are in your favor. But Wakefield is very good at the pickoff throw, and he doesn't take much of a leg kick at all. I mean, he just slide step and boom, throws the ball.
There goes Tabata. And throw down. Boy, what a job by Stoltzelamakia.
Yeah, he had a poor throw earlier. There wasn't anything poor about that toss. That was right there with something on it.
Five-2 lead for Jeff Karstens and the Pirates going to the seventh inning. Bottom third of the order, Josh Reddick, then Marco Scutaro, and a pinch hitter for Wakefield. Reddick has grounded to short and walked and takes strike one from Karstens. Driven deep to right center. McCutchen watches it sail out of here. Josh Reddick with his first. Makes it 5-3. Fourth career home run for Reddick.
It looked like he just kind of hung one up there a little bit. Got it too high out over the plate. Reddick was able to get out and actually pull the ball over the right center field fence. Even though the pitch was almost on the outside corner. But it was up. You gotta pound the ball downstairs.
And now with it being a two-run game for now, it's David Ortiz to the on-deck circle. Could change if Karstens gets Scutaro. Fly ball left center field, and McCutchen. And Ortiz will sit after that out is recorded. And Terry Francona will wait for another opportunity to use the big left-handed stick. Darnell McDonald instead will pinch hit for Tim Wakefield.
Donald Played last night's game. He's kind of having a rough year. The stat sheet not very kind to him.
He was thankful to get a leadoff hit in the 8th inning, a broken bat single last night. His cousin James will pitch tomorrow for the Pirates. Darnell had an 0 for 17 string snapped with that leadoff 8th inning hit last night off Jose Veras. 1 ball, 1 strike on Darnell McDonald. 1-2. A 101 pitches thrown by Karstens, a season high.
Almost stayed fair. McHenry, he's quick back there, isn't he? Immediately grabbed that ball out of the air, hoping it was still over the plate.
He has done an outstanding job defensively, Michael McHenry.
Wants a fastball upstairs. Got it. Just trying to go for that pop fly, but McDonald getting enough of the ball. Just barely got the bottom edge of it to foul it back. Here comes a slow hook.
Line toward left field, carries out to Tabata. 2 down.
Very good. A little nervous there for a moment. I think he wanted to bounce that ball, didn't get it down there.
Here's Jacoby Ellsbury, who has flied out twice to left and hit a 1-hop smash to Neil Walker. Karstens hoping to get the final out. Might be his final batter. ...105 pitches, not only a season high, but the most pitches he's thrown since June 5th, 2009. Against the Houston Astros down at Minute Maid. 2-0. Three-0 count. Pedroia on deck, and then, of course, Adrian Gonzalez. Looking for the final out. A drive hit deep to right center field. It is a 1-run game. These Boston Red Sox. Jacoby Ellsbury hits his 9th. It is 5-4.
I see Clint Hurdle on the steps. And he's coming up.
Clint Hurdle will lift Jeff Karstens, who gives up 4 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, 3 solo home runs, accounting for the 3 earned. And he will leave with a chance to win it if the bullpen can do the job once again. They're tied at 4. Matt Haig has been on fire, the first baseman at Indy, a 3-run homer. West Virginia Power trails at Hickory 7-3. Zach Van Rosenberg, 4 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs. Van Rosenberg, a 6th-round pick 2 years ago by the Pirates, and last year's 2nd-rounder Stetson Alley for State College tonight. 2 2/3, 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 walks in his 2nd professional start. State College Spikes, short season New York Penn League club. Jeff Karstens now will watch and see if this bullpen can shut it down like it did last night, following Paul Mahalam's 5 1/3. The next 5 relievers allowed a combined 3 hits and no runs. Daniel McCutchen was a part of that big win, able to strike out Kevin Youkilis last night in the 7th inning with 2 on.
Greg, this could be the most important at bat right here of the game to this point. When you think about who's on deck and what the score is, the game situation.
The only man McCutchen will face in this inning.
There he is.
Daniel Moscas is up in the bullpen. Adrian Gonzalez on deck.
Do not want him coming to the plate. Here's the go-ahead run.
Two and 2. Pedroia tonight has walked and grounded out twice. He walked with 1 out in the 1st and stole 2nd. When the throw from McHenry hit him and carried him into shallow left, he moved to 3rd. He would score on a Gonzalez ground out. Tim Wood alongside Moscas.
You know, if he's got that pitch covered down and away like that, I got to believe that you can do some work with a fastball on the inside corner. That's going to be, especially if it's down a little.
Let's see if McCutchen and McHenry are thinking that way.
Even up, either way, just something inside. Nope, going away. If you're covering down and away, able to get a, that kind of tells you something as a pitcher, that he can't hit both of those pitches, at least not hit well. You can't get the head of the bat to an inside fastball and also be able to cover off speed pitches away.
Driven deep to right center field and off the base of the wall. Pedroia into second base with a double.
Away, and then he hit it away. A long ways away.
Take another look.
Look where they're all clustered out there. I mean, everything's the same spot. Never took a shot at trying to get him out inside.
Double off the very base of the wall. And now Clint Hurdle is faced with the decision we talked to him about earlier tonight. First base is open. The Sox are down by 1, but the most dangerous hitter perhaps in the league, and Hurdle is not going to walk him apparently. Well, maybe he is. We'll see. He's not going to the bullpen yet. Yep. We're going to have Moscas face Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel McCutchen gives up the double to Pedroia, and now the rookie left-hander Moscas will come on. Now it's up to Daniel Moscas to face Adrian Gonzalez. How about this battle? Moscas has really struggled against left-handed hitters. They're 10 for 24 against him, a .417 average. Of course, we told you Adrian Gonzalez, the major's best hitter against righties at .382. Against lefties, Gonzalez hitting .317. With 2 of his 16 home runs coming off left-handers. Potential tying run to Pedroia in scoring position. Daniel Moscas against Adrian Gonzalez. A 1-run game in the 7th inning.
It's not the scenario you'd hope for, obviously, but you know you're going to win a game against a premier team. You got to beat their best sometimes.
Yep. Ball 1. Gonzalez 2 RBIs tonight, 71 on the year. Homered over the left field wall in the 3rd inning, opposite field, his 16th home run of the season. Ball 1 strike. You have the rookie against the veteran. Moscas versus Gonzalez.
Watch the strike zone. This was awfully nice. Right on the edge.
Karstens can only watch. Lays off a breaking ball, 2-1. Adrian Gonzalez was the very first pick in the 2000 draft, first overall by the Florida Marlins. Moscas, a first-round pick by the Pirates. That was 4 years ago, 4th overall choice. Grounded weakly to second. Daniel Moscas. How about that rookie?
And it's time for the 7th inning stretch. We invite you now to stand, follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie, and join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
The Bucks and the Boston Red Sox playing another thriller. Text the booth question. Guys, when a knuckleball is hit, does it come off the bat differently? That's from Ed. Tonight's text the booth question.
I would imagine if you square it up good, it's going to come off as a knuckleball, because when you square it up, you're not adding any spin to it. Now, if you're catching the bottom half of the ball or the top half of the ball, well, now you're going to add the spin to it, and it's not going to make any difference. But yeah, anytime you hit a line drive, you're really, centering the baseball, not putting any spin on it, and it didn't have any to begin with.
No spin, no spin. Huh?
Yeah, it's going to go out there and it's going to knuckle. But you can also do that with a ball that's spinning. If a ball is centered up real well, I've seen knuckleballs come off the bat no matter what. If they're hit very hard on a line, just depends on the angle the bat is traveling as it hits that baseball, what type of spin it's going to put on the ball, regardless of what the baseball is doing when it gets smacked.
Popped up by Chase Darno.
Ideally, what hitters want to do is they want to put that backspin on the ball. That'll give the ball some carry. And we're back to looking for some insurance runs, aren't we? The only thing that separates us now is that insurance run we got in the 5th inning. And, Darno beat out the infield hit and then scored on the little chopper that McCutcheon hit.
Oh, that's a pretty looking swing. Look how quick it gets out of there.
Go.
G.I. Jones, do it. Number 8.
Right on cue. We needed some insurance. Oh, we also needed some long balls. We haven't been hitting them. And look at the two guys, too, that hit them tonight. Jones and Overbay. They have power to get the ball out of here much more consistent than they have been. And maybe this is just a little taste of things that come from these two guys.
(6-4) Pirates lead. Garrett Jones, number 8. Pirates answer the 2 spot of the Red Sox with a 1-out homer from Jones, and now McCutcheon. We remind you the concluding game of the series tomorrow at 1:35. And we've talked about some magic that's been going on here on the North Shore this season. Take it from your friends who've come out. You owe it to yourself and your family to go to Pirates.com and start ordering your tickets for the remaining games on the schedule. This has been a phenomenal spring and early summer. Pirates back home July 4th, 5th, and 6th against the Astros, and then the Cubs July 8th, 9th, and 10th before the All-Star break. And as we said earlier, while you're at it, on Pirates.com to get your tickets, go ahead and vote McCutcheon and Walker. Get them into the All-Star game. Tomorrow afternoon, Andrew Miller, the lefty, faces James McDonald. J-Mac, it's his 15th start, and Andrew Miller, because of the flu bug hitting Josh Beckett, he will go. Andrew Miller started the year at the AAA Pawtucket, promoted recently, makes his 2nd start. That's hammered toward the gap in right center field, but over is Drew as the ball slices to the right fielder.
That slice as a result of the spin that the bat put on the baseball. Talking about that early, kind of, when you stay inside the ball with your hands, that ball's going to come off with a little sideways spin, and that's going to move it toward the right fielder when you put it in a gap. while since Neal's put one over the fence. Time for him to hit another home run.
Last time the Pirates had 2 hits, home runs in a game, 2 homers in a game, May 28th against the Cubs. They hit 4 that afternoon. We mentioned that was the last time Overbay had homered before tonight, that May 28th game at Wrigley. Overbay, McCutchen, Chris Snyder, and Ronnie Cedeno all homered that day. Two 2-0 on Neil Walker. His last homer, June the 5th, right here on a Sunday afternoon against the Phillies. Two and one.
Gotta have plenty of bubble gum in that dugout with Clint. Gives it a workout during the game. And there's plenty down there. They go through it by the cases during the game. That and the pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Buy it by the big tubs. Sugar free.
Three and two on Neil Walker. Clint Hurdle's club, a game over 500.
You a good bubble blower? You could get him up there really.
Yep. How about you?
Not really. Anything over about the size of a baseball, it just pops on me.
Inside, ball 4. Coors Light cold hard blast. Lyle Overbay in the 4th inning with 2 on. The Bucks were trailing 2-0 with a big hit from the Pirates first baseman. Home run number 6 gave the Pirates a 3-2 lead. They would add another in the 4th. The Coors Light cold hard blast. That is going to be it for Matt Albers.
Well, that replay, I thought I saw that home run moving a little bit. I think it was knuckling out of here.
Road ahead tomorrow afternoon. The Red Sox concluding this homestand and concluding home interleague play. Then on the road up to the Rogers Center Tuesday night to take on the Blue Jays for 3. 6:30 starts on Root Sports each night. These on the road ahead.
Where are the Blue Jays playing?
Rogers Center. How about this tonight? 39,483, the largest crowd ever to see a baseball game at PNC Park.
We got to figure out a way to get 40,000.
I was thinking that today.
Come on, we got to get 40.
It's funny.
Where can we put some more seats? We could get 3 or 4 people in here with us.
Okay.
Another 3 or 4 in the radio booth.
Fill the press box.
There's another 8 people there. The press box looks full right now.
You can fit
many seats in there.
You can, well, standing room.
Camera well seating. Probably a little room in the dugout. Bullpen. We could put lots of folding chairs in the bullpen.
Yep, like the old days.
Yeah, just like the old days. You know, we were talking about those triples earlier, and you were serious about that. With the crowd used to be out there along the. Well, I guess they had warning tracks in. I don't know.
Well, they had ropes.
But yeah, they would rope it off, and.
But that was still in play.
Yeah. Put some fans there. There we go. I want us to try and get 40 grand in here. I think we can do it.
I'm with you. 3-0. The hard-throwing Daniel Bard has fallen behind Overbay.
Not much standing room in Rotunda. It's pretty full tonight.
Tonight's crowd tops the previous all-time record, which was set to 3 weekends back against the Phillies. 39,441. Tonight, 39,483. Fly ball to shallow left. And a catch made by Reddick. On to the 8th inning. Garrett Jones, the home run, gives the Pirates a 2-run lead. '14 and under get Bucko bands courtesy of StarKist. Come early for the #1 Cochran Kids Fun Zone on Federal Street. Stay after the game. All youngsters invited to run the bases thanks to H.K. Anderson Pretzels. Tickets going fast. Get yours by going to Pirates.com. Andrew McCutcheon was showing you the Bucko bands that you'll receive. McCutcheon watching moments ago. Grounds crew checking in with Jerry Davis about some lights maybe distracting the batters.
I wonder what light that would be.
Those two right there above the camera.
Are those new lights? Or they've been there before?
I don't. They look like they've been there a while.
Well, the first time that anybody noticed them? I don't get that.
Well, Tim Wood now trying to get the Pirates to the 9th inning for Hanrahan. Faces Youkilis, who's walked and grounded out twice. Bouncing ball. And Darno will let Cedeno take it. And he, safe at first.
Man. Didn't want to start the inning like that.
Darno might have been better off just going ahead, but put on the brakes.
Well, it didn't matter. He's easy to play for Cedeno. Just dropped
right off the glove.
Yeah, he just dropped it, was all. It was a good
It's
throw.
got to be an E on the first baseman.
Oh, sure.
Lyle Overbay. And it is. Overbay charged with his 7th error of the season. Clint Hurdle with Drew coming to the plate. Going to make a move. Tim Wood got a ground ball, but the Pirates couldn't get the out. Scores from the Meadows Racetrack and Casino. Rays lead the Astros 4-1. Orioles trailing the Reds in the 7th. Cubs and Royals are tied at 2. Brewers leading big over the Twins. And the Cardinals trail the Blue Jays. Tony Watson facing J.D. Drew. The Pirates started the day a percentage point up on the Reds for 3rd place in the National League Central Division. 3 back of those Brewers. So looking by that score you just saw, they'll need to hold on to remain 3 back. Cardinals 1 game behind. Former Cardinal J.D. Drew at the plate. And it's quickly 0-2 as he faces yet another Pirate rookie, Tony Watson. There are the standings right now. Would anybody have predicted the Pittsburgh Pirates would be in that position?
Well, they hang on there.
Start of this season.
That St. Louis score holds up. Tied with the Cardinals in the loss column.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Tony Watson went 2/3 of an inning last night.
Was trying to nick the corner. Got out there a little too far, which is fine. 0-2 pitch. You don't want it in the zone. If he wants to hit it, he's got to chase it. Same thing with that one. Now you got to throw a strike.
Last night he faced 4 batters. Gave up a hit, walked a man, but got Adrian Gonzalez to foul out to the catcher. It was huge for Tony Watson last night. J.D. Drew 1 for 3 against Pirate starter Jeff Karstens. Still 2-2. Drew hitting .206 against lefties. 30 points higher against right-handed pitchers.
Oh, got him. Came up and in on him after everything away. We were talking earlier, you can't handle outside and inside. All those pitches away. This was kind of a mistake by. They looked like they wanted it outside, but they accidentally threw it up and in fastball, and no chance of catching up to that after all those pitches on the outside. Just blew it by him upstairs. Drew chased after it.
Assault to Lamakia now. Facing the lefty. Batting from the right side. And a fly ball to shallow left center field. The center fielder McCutchen out number 2. Now Josh Reddick. Reddick led off the 7th inning last night against Watson as a pinch hitter and single to right. Tonight, he has grounded out, walked, and homered. Quick strike on Reddick. Jose Veras up. And it's Watson right now against Reddick. Oh, and 2.
Jumping out. 0-2 on both hitters.
Tony Watson, who was in spring training with the Pirates, was an invitee. Pitched very well at AAA this season. Line drive, base hit to right. Josh Reddick has been on fire. First and second. Line the 0-2 pitch to right field.
Yeah, they need to get in a better spot. 0-2 is right down the middle. You know, that's the one thing with Watson, that saw him miss his spot in a good way on that strikeout of Drew. His control might not be where he really needs it to be all the time. I think we're going to see him in his career here. You're going to have to refine that a little bit. Is at this stage of the game, late like this, you get up 0-2. You're going to make him hit a borderline pitch. That one had way too much of the strike zone, and it was up a little bit.
Pitcher spot is next, but right now it's Scudero. 0 for 3 tonight. 2 on, 2 out.
You throw in the fact that when Reddick was hitting, he was a tying run. Well, you don't want to get it out there. That'll do it right there, though.
Pop up to center field. Tony Watson, the 26-year-old native of Sioux City, Iowa, pitches a scoreless top of the 8th inning. The Bucks lead by 2 over the Bo Sox in Pittsburgh. The state from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh, second annual Cruise for a Cure to raise awareness and funding for prostate cancer research. His journey begins Friday, July 29th, concludes Sunday the 31st. He can't do it alone, though. To support his cruise, you can donate by pledging money. Go to pirates.com/cruise. Cedeno, 2 for 3. Daniel Bard facing Cedeno, McHenry, and then the pitcher spot. And Joel Hanrahan, if this score stays close, we'll see him in the 9th.
Well, I don't want it to be close, Rick. I want another couple runs. Keep pushing. You can't let up. Don't feel comfortable. It's going to be foul.
Cedeno's 3 at-bats against starter Tim Wakefield. A little pop single to right, a double down the line and left, and then hit into a 6-3 double play to end the 5th. Lays off the Bard breaking pitch, 2-2. David Ortiz still available. Remains 2-2 on Cedeno. Boston scored an unearned run in the first inning. A walk, a stolen base, and an errant throw, or a ball that hit the runner and went into left, and then a ground out produced the first run. Adrian Gonzalez hit a solo homer in the 3rd to make it 2-0. And then with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, as Cedeno takes tight, 3-2. Andrew McCutchen had an infield hit. He stole second. Neil Walker walked, and Lyle Overbay homered.
No clusters on that strike zone.
No, they're all over the place. Cedeno doubled following the Overbay home run and then scored on the Jeff Karstens base hit. First RBI of Karstens' career, and Cedeno draws a walk. Ronnie Cedeno's 20th free pass of the season. Figure McHenry's going to be trying to bunt him into scoring position.
Xavier Paul. Yes, it is. He's on deck.
20 walks for Cedeno, pretty significant. He had 23 free passes all of last year. He's aboard an important insurance run on first base.
Needs a new hat. That one's got a hole in it.
Bob, you're always looking for new stuff. You don't go for the traditional stuff. That hat is
got a hole in it.
It's just fine. One ball, one strike on McHenry. That hat has been here all season long, and it's gotten the Pirates through to this point. Do not change that hat or that jersey.
All right.
We need that hat.
I didn't have all, I didn't have all the information.
Yeah, that one too. Fouled off by McHenry, now 1-2. See his disappointment, and now is the bunt off.
Just didn't quite get enough of the ball. That's disappointment there. Explaining why they're bunting. Now he'll have to explain why they're not.
McHenry more disappointed than ever now.
Yep, that was not a good bat for him. He took a fastball strike on that first one. Probably should have tried to lay that one down. And just not a good bat.
See if Xavier Paul can pick him up. So Telemakia goes out to talk with Daniel Bard.
Bard certainly has a good fastball. You got to gear up for that. Upper 90s on that radar gun. They'll throw it by you if you aren't ready to be aggressive with it. The home run boys. There they are.
The last 10 games, Xavier Paul hitting .333. He's made 18 starts with the Bucks.
If I had my wish right now, Greg, I'll take a line drive into that left center gap.
Well, that would be sweet.
They're playing a little cheap out there right now.
Yep.
Very shallow, especially in left. I don't think if the ball's hit firmly, they'll have to. They're so shallow, they won't be able to get to it.
Chopper toward the shortstop. Scudero will have the play at first.
Well, Tapita will get his shot with a runner in scoring position.
In the ninth, the Red Sox have the pitcher spot, then Ellsbury and Pedroia. And then, of course, Adrian Gonzalez, if somebody were to reach. A couple of walks tonight for Tapita. And a couple of ground ball outs.
The middle infielder's really split fairly wide right here. And Tapita's such a spray hitter. That should allow Cedeno to get a nice secondary lead. There's nobody really paying much attention to him out at second. I mean, that's what he's going to need to score on a base hit. Excuse me, the outfielders, they're going to be pinching in a little bit. They're going to gamble. They're going to play shallow. They want to play at the plate on a single. One more hit.
2-1. Chase Darno on deck. Might be very careful here to top it anyway.
It's all right. I'll take Darno. These are buccos. They're not afraid of that.
Breaking ball, 3-1.
Pretty close. Thought Jerry might go up with the right hand there.
Wave going pretty good. In unison, Red Sox and Pirates fans together. Big cut and a miss. Of course, here at PNC Park, you really have to be at the ready because you end in left center, and then you have to pick up past the bullpen.
A little break there. You just have to
Just pay attention, and they do.
Good timing.
Ball 4, and it's Chase Darno.
Well, that one had to be a tough one not to swing at. 97 at the letters. There it is, just a little bit up. Well, Lance got to be nervous right now.
Father is here watching. Chase Darno tonight. 1 hit and 4 at bats. Some nice defensive work at third base.
And a chance right now to get us a very big run.
"24 years old, his second major league game tonight.
Kind of interesting. It looked to me like the outfield back. There's Lance. He's right there.
Telestrator makes a return tonight.
Yeah. The videos are out.
Well done, Bob. Not a happy Sox fan at the moment. See if Chase Darno can really put a frown on that face. But it's 0-2.
Just a single.
Two on Chase Darno. 2 on, 2 out, 8th inning. Pirates up by 2.
Big ground ball to Ellsbury. How about that? Come on.
One and 2.
And they had a plan there. Going upstairs. Everybody's a little nervous right now. Whether they have a B on their hat, or they're wearing the black and gold.
Wave and a miss. So Joel Hanrahan will come on for the 9th inning with the Pirates up by 2, which was the case last night. Can the Pirates make it 2 in a row over the BOS Sox? Lead. Jacoby Ellsbury grounded out to start the 9th. Dustin Pedroia then lined out to right fielder Xavier Paul. And then it was Adrian Gonzalez who bounced to second. Walker onto Overbay, preserving the 3-1 victory. And here we are again. A 2-run lead. 6-4 the score. Xavier Paul remains in the game to play right. Hanrahan looking for save number 22 and 22 chances.
And the first hitter is going to be Big Poppy.
Xavier Paul pinch hitting and staying in the game. Last night, David Ortiz pinch hit in the 8th inning and grounded out to end that frame against Jose Veras with 2 men in scoring position. Ball 1. Pinch hitting for Bard, who went 1 1/3 scoreless. A little flare, foul territory. Drops. Darnell desperately gave chase. 1-1. Ortiz, like his teammate Adrian Gonzalez, all over the top of the charts in many offensive categories, including batting average at .312 and his 7th best in the league. Tied for 5th with 17 homers. He's in the top 10 in doubles, runs scored. 1-2 the count. This is power against power. Joel Hanrahan against David Ortiz. 1-2.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
2-2.
It's like every pitch.
And now a full count.
I think Joel tried to overthrow that one a little bit. He doesn't do that much anymore. He's really good about staying under control, but that one there, I think he overthrew it. Saw him tap on the side of his leg right after he threw that pitch. I think he was telling himself, hey, just stay within yourself.
Ripped foul. His numbers with a full count. I think Hanrahan has thrown all fastballs here to Ortiz. Leading off as a pinch hitter in the 9th. Terry Francona had talked coming into this series and this road trip about perhaps playing Ortiz at first and Adrian Gonzalez playing right field to get the Ortiz bat in there against National League clubs. Oh no, the backswing hammers McHenry, but you can't knock the fort down.
No, those walls are strong. He took a shot to the head, that's for sure. Watch the backswing.
Almost goes down. Bounce toward first. That's a fair ball, and that is out number 1 in the 9th inning.
All fastballs just kept coming at him. Got that 2-run cushion. What's he going to do? He can't hit a 2-run homer with nobody on. Fastball, fastball, fastball. Now here's where this pitch he overthrows a little bit. Tries to throw it extra hard, misses badly, but then he settles back in and just starts going after him with strikes. Keeping the ball down and finally gets his ground out.
Here's Ellsbury, who homered his last time up. 1 out, top of the 9th, 6-4 Pirates. Ball 1. Ellsbury grounded out in the 9th inning last night against Hanrahan. Strike 1-1. Trying to save it for Karstens, who would go to 5-4. Fly ball to left. And 1 more to go. 1 more to go to hand the Red Sox their 4th straight loss. Give the Bucks their 4th straight win. And set the stage for an improbable possible sweep tomorrow afternoon as everybody stands at PNC Park. The largest crowd ever to see a baseball game here at PNC Park.
Just keep winning series. That's what they've been doing of late.
Taking all the way. On deck, need we remind you, Adrian Gonzalez.
Leave him there. Attaboy. Nothing real fancy tonight from the Hanrahan. Has he thrown a breaking pitch?
I don't think so. Nope, I don't think he's thrown one.
Just fastball after fastball.
Another.
Ooh, a little paint.
1 more strike to get.
Knees at the corner.
Head to the flagpole.
May have done it again there.
I think so.
I think he muscled up again on one. He wanted to end it so badly on that pitch.
Trying to leave Adrian Gonzalez on that on-deck circle. 3-2. Fly ball to right. Paul over, nearing the wall. High boy! Dropped the ball! He couldn't hold on! He could not hold on! This one isn't over yet.
He had it for a moment.
He had it for just a split second. Xavier Paul. Almost a fantastic game-ending catch. Instead, it's a double for Pedroia.
No, you know what? I don't think
Tip of the glove.
It never really got in the glove.
Tip of the glove. Karstens thought it was over for a second. But no. So Hanrahan has to face Adrian Gonzalez, who represents the tying run. Last night, Gonzalez grounded out against Hanrahan. And it's ball 1. A double for Pedroia off the tip of the glove. One ball, 1 strike. Still all heat.
Well, Greg, look at the top out in left field. That's the deepest I've seen him on a left-hand hitter ever. He is way out there. Definitely playing no doubles.
Fly ball nearing the seats in left. out of play. Now it's 1-2. Adrian Gonzalez has struck out 54 times this season. That is actually just second on his team. Kevin Youkilis has fanned 60 times. Youkilis is on deck. Can you imagine if the Pirates could win back-to-back games against the Red Sox and do it in this manner by getting Adrian Gonzalez for the final out both nights? Is it possible? Still 1-2. The Major League's leading hitter at the plate. With Pedroia at second, 2 outs in the ninth. And time is called. McHenry out to talk with Hanrahan. By the way, Toronto has defeated the St. Louis Cardinals. So if Hanrahan can get this final out, the Bucks would be just a game out of second in the National League Central Division. 1-2 on Adrian Gonzalez. Another foul ball. Another fastball. Does it surprise you that he won't even think about a breaking ball?
I think that's what the conversation was about at the mound. I think McHenry was trying to get him to throw a breaking ball. After he would give the sign, he was motioned down, and that tells me he was calling for a breaking ball. And Joe's no way.
Yes, he did! The breaking ball!
He saved it!
Raise the Jolly Roger! Your Bucks have beaten the Sox twice in Pittsburgh.
Only breaking ball he threw all night. Right there, he buried it. Oh, was that a beautiful pitch. Wow!
The 2011 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Look at all those fastballs up and away, up and away, up and away, up and away. That hard slider down and in, and the best hitter right now in baseball couldn't do anything about it. He nodded his head, yes. I went, he got me.
Wow. All fastballs from the hammer until that point. And they strike out Adrian Gonzalez as the Bucks have won the series. And of course, they look for bigger things. A sweep tomorrow afternoon. What a game, what a series, what a year in Pittsburgh. Far from over. 6-4 final, post game coming up next.